Hey guys, I'm your educator Sulagna Ghatak. Today I want to brief you about the topic habitat, niche and control. Actually, it is the extended portion of ecological principles. So let's start. First of all, what is habitat? In short, habitat is where a species lives. So, it is the area or natural environment in which an organism or population normally lives and reproduces properly. It includes all the physical or abiotic parameters like soil, moisture, temperature, etc., as well as biotic factors such as food, presence of predators, etc. A habitat is not only a geographical area for an organisms like forest, ocean, desert, etc., but it can also be a big tree or even the cell within the host body can be the habitat for some organisms. Now, what is niche? In short, niche is how a species live. So, it is the all parameters needed by an organism to live and successfully reproduce in a healthy way. So I can say it is the functional area of organisms or species. It is actually the part of a habitat, and so it is so much constricted area as compared to the habitat. So the ecological niche describes how an organism or population responds to the distribution of resources and competitors, like by growing when resources are abundant and also when predators, parasites and pathogens are scarce or rare. Niche is determined by the habitat in which a species lives with its accompanying behavioral adaptations. These are functional areas which include abiotic factors, behavior of organisms, food habit or resources, etc. So now I can say habitat is where a species live and niche is how a species live. Clear? So now niche can be classified into two types: fundamental niche and realized niche. So let's see about what is fundamental niche. In a fundamental niche, a particular organism or population are living in their niche without disturbing or competing with other species. So there is no interference of other species. Okay? It is larger in size than the realized niche that you can understand in later. Okay? But it is a theoretical niche. So it is impossible in real world because interference and competition is very common and natural processes in real world, isn't it? Now the next type is realized niche. So realized niche is when two organisms or populations live in a same niche in competition. Then there is an interference of other species because they are using the same resources, right? So it is smaller in size than the fundamental niche because same space will be divided into both species. So it is smaller in size than fundamental niche. But it is an exact or actual niche from where an organism belongs to because competition is there. So that's why it is called realized niche. Clear? So now I can compare the fundamental niche and realized niche, then you can easily differentiate between them. So in fundamental niche, there is two different niche of two different organisms. But in realized niche, one niche is occupied by two different organisms. In fundamental niche, there is no competition, but in realized niche, there is competition for resources like food, shelter, even mating can be one factor for competition. Okay, so in fundamental niche, there is different food habits, So there is no competition and I can say interference. But in realized niche, there is interference occur because two different species can have similar food habits, right? So fundamental niche is one type of theoretical niche, but realized niche is one type of actual niche. And fundamental niche is a larger in size than realized niche, but realized niche is smaller in size than fundamental niche, because same space will be divided into both species. That's why. Clear? So let's see a case study. Suppose this is a rock and species A, we can see that occupied the upper side of the rock, and as well as species B occupied the lower side of the rock. So in case 1, if we remove species B from the lower side, then what happened? If species A occupy the both sides of the rock, then I can say both sides were the fundamental niche of species A in previous condition. That's why they are occupying both sides of this rock. But if in case 2, after removal of species B, if we will see that species A still remaining into the upper side of the rock, then I can say that for species A, both realized niche and fundamental niche are same or equal. That's why they are still remaining in the upper side of the rock, right? Now the two terms niche overlap and niche width are very much important. So first of all, niche overlap is, it describes the sharing of niche space by two or more species. It is the index of similarity between the use of resource utilization of two species. So in this graph, this is the overlapping portion of niche by two species. Now the niche width or breadth is, it describes the range of niche dimension occupied by a species as well as other factors such as temperatures and air or water pressure level, as well as interspecific and intraspecific interactions between the two species. So in this graph, this is the niche breadth or niche width. Clear? Now the control. In our ecosystem, there is a control over a species by some other species, and this make all the things in a balanced way or in a controlled way, I can say, because some species used to take birth and some species die, which makes the whole balance between the ecosystem, isn't it? Because the death rate and the generation or the birth rate, that is the thing which is making balance between a perfect ecosystem, right? Or you can say that just maintaining the equilibrium. So there are two types of controls in our ecosystem, such as top-down control and bottom-up control. So let's see what is top-down control. In ecosystem, top-down control refers to when a top predator controls the structure or the population of the ecosystem. That means in it, upper trophic levels control its lower trophic levels. So let's see an hypothetical example that you can easily understand what is top-down control. So let's consider the large fish having a very low in population, that is designed by this declining graph of a large fish, which is indicating that biomass or abundance of biomass with time is decreasing. That means the low population of large fishes can affect the lower trophic levels. So into the next trophic level, there are small fishes or forage fishes. So if the top trophic level have the low population of large fish, then obviously the low amount of forage fish or small fishes will be consumed by the upper level. So then As a result, there will be high population of small fish, that is indicated by this upright graph. Okay, so then into the next trophic level, just because of high population of small fish, they are feeding a high amount of zooplanktons. So automatically zooplankton population will be declined. Clear? So, and the last trophic level, low population of zooplanktons which feed on phytoplanktons, which results in the high population of phytoplankton, that is indicated by this upright graph. Clear? Hope this is clear for you. So this is the top-down control. So nextly, the bottom-up control. Bottom-up control in ecosystems refers to ecosystems in which the nutrient like food sources, supply, productivity and also primary producers such as plants, phytoplanktons, etc. can control the ecosystem structure. Actually, it is an unidirectional model, in which lower trophic level control the higher trophic levels, because each level is going to serve as a food source for the next level. That's why they are going to show an uniformity in the graph. So let's see an hypothetical example. So if there are a low amount of phytoplanktons which control the upper trophic levels, so the graph should be in declining direction. Now, due to low amount of food resources, there will be a low amount of zooplankton population. So here also the graph should be in declining direction. Now the same formula applied for here for small fishes or forage fishes. Due to low amount of zooplanktons, small fish can feed minimum amount of zooplanktons, as well as they can reproduce a minimum amount or a low amount. And lastly, also the same rule can be applied for large fishes also. So the graph will be in declining direction. So this is the bottom-up control. Hope this will clear for you. Okay. So hope your concept about this topic have been cleared after this session. There has provided a link of e-quiz into the description box, so you can score and test yourself by those questions. And if you have any doubt or facing any problem during solving the e-quiz, then after scoring, please ask me into the comment section, and also you can reach to us through our mail ID which is into the description box. I am so much happy to say that in previous lesson I have got your lots of responses and doubts through mail. So don't miss the chance to get a healthy score. Lastly, thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe our channel. Then you can get notification about my next videos which is coming on every Sunday. Stay safe, stay tuned. Bye.